How old were you when you first moved to Michigan?
I just finished high school, and so I turned 18 when I got up here. Well, my uncle lived here in Michigan, and he came to visit my mother. That was his sister. And I was getting ready to graduate, and he was saying that for me to come up here. He said, cause I could get a job and get in. They had training schools like the nursing. That's where I went to nursing school. And he said he would help his mother. And two of us, my sister and I, came up here to live with him on Bagley. Yeah, he wanted to help my mother out, cause it was seven of us. And I came up here and lived with him. And went to nursing school. He was telling me it'd be more advantage, and then he was gonna help my mother. And I had good marks from high school. And that's what he said. My sister came right there. So he said, you got good marks, they have training schools, and different, more advantage up here than they had there. So I came up here, and first job I had, I worked at St. Joe's in their laundry. And then they told me about this school in Ann Arbor, nursing school, and I went to nursing school. But I had two kids at that time to one. I went to nursing school. That was the best time of my life. When I loved nursing. I stayed at the General Hospital for 35 years.
So, how old were you when you actually got the opportunity to vote?
Oh, I was, let me see, 20, yeah. Because I didn't vote down south. And when I came up here, I was up here about a year or something before I even, because we didn't vote, I wasn't vote down, and I voted after I got up here.
Why didn't you vote down south?
Huh?
Why didn't you vote down south?
Well, to tell you the truth, my parents and the election and stuff down there was all together. It was a strange thing. In fact, you didn't hear too much about voting. 'Cause
What? Where you grew up in Texas, was it segregated?
yes, very. Yes,
So,
yes.
where you went to school,
hmm
were there any white children who
No,
went to school
no,
with you?
no. Mm-mm,
Okay.
mm-mm, mm-mm.
So at the time you were growing up in Texas,
Yep.
you couldn't vote.
Oh no. Mm-mm,
Okay.
mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
So part of the reason why um, you didn't vote
Yeah,
or your parents didn't vote because you couldn't.
couldn't. That's right. It was really just like I said. I went to school with all black. There's no such thing as black and white kids going to school. Mm-mm. And when I got up here, boy, it was like a new thing.
What was the first presidential election you voted in, and who did you vote for?
I remember I voted because I didn't vote until I came up here, and I just finished high school. And
Was he
yeah,
the first president you
yeah,
voted for? So,
yeah, because it wasn't Truman. I remember Eisenhower.
So how did you feel when you actually got
Oh my God.
How did it make you feel?
Oh, I felt good. Oh, because I had heard about election, but I never, I couldn't. So, and then when I got that opportunity, oh yes. And another thing, a lot of things really changed when I came up here from down south up here. It was segregation, but still it wasn't so open.
How do you feel about the current candidates and their policies?
Well, I go along with Clinton. I think her ideas, especially to being a woman, and how we don't get paid and stuff like that. I just like the way she talks and the way, and the thing she just bring it right down. You work, women work, and if they work, they should get. If they doing the same job, they should get it paid. And then she talk about security and Medicare, because he been talking about getting rid of it and stuff like that, and taxes. And she said no. And I like her points. I really do. The way she talk, I just love it. And him, he fiddling around too, but he gonna get rid of the foreigners and all. His. I don't agree with a lot of what he says, but I go along with her because she talks about security for us, and keeping up, and jobs and everything, and going to school. And shoot, it was a long time for we paid. I even paid, got through with paying for Mike to go to college because just like I said, they wanted the money after graduate. They was sending me letters to pay the money back. A lot of times that's when a lot of black kids didn't go to college. The parents didn't have the money. But see, and I like the way Obama did, and I like the way she talked about kids going to college, and getting and preparing them to get a loan after they get out of college to pay the money back, And he talked about getting rid of security and Medicaid and stuff like that.
How do you think this election differs from previous elections?
Well,
do you feel like it's more important that people get out and vote for this election?
I think so. No, so. Yes, indeed. And I bet you a lot of people going to vote too. That's one of the reasons. Because just like I said, he just didn't talk all. And people, you can't afford and you turn taxes and you pay more tax and all this stuff. Rich people can pay it. But I like his views. I like her views. I like her purpose. And I think she'll live up to it. But he comes right on out and said what he. And that's not. I think her views and her opinions and things mount. It'll hit for us people that ain't got money, working for money. They ain't got billions of dollars and everything. And just like I said, why go up on our taxes when the rich people ain't paying that much taxes? You can't afford to pay what they pay. And they've been talking about him during this time. He ain't paid in 18 years. He ain't paid no. Look at all that money. And that's another thing. I like her views. I like her opinion, and I think that she, and not only because she just a woman, but because she knows, And then he just come out and tell you what he ain't. At least you wouldn't be so bold about it, But she come right on out and tell you, I like the views. I do. I really do.
So I know you voted today. Did you vote absentee?
Yeah, absentee. This is the second time I think I had the absentee. Yeah.
Before you used to go to the polls?
Yeah. My son was dead on us about voting. And I said that, I didn't feel good. He said, well, they got absentee ballots. With his nose himself, he know everything. I didn't know nothing. He said, yeah, you gonna vote. I'm taking it. And then with the absentee, I heard about the absentee ballot. And I said, well, me and Jane and my friend, I said, we going? She said, my car ain't running or something. Mike said, you don't need no car. You can get absentee ballot. And the men on that absentee ballot. It ain't no excuse that you're not voting. But I think a lot of people gonna vote. You're gonna have more voting this time.
Are you gonna watch the presidential debate?
Oh yes. Yes, ma'am. I sure am.
Have you been watching them?
Definitely. Yeah, I sure have.
With MSU News, this is Danielle Rogers.